The Book of Healing 1. O Allah, your most humble servant weeps and prostrates at your sacred door to beg for the fulfillment of his countless needs. O the knowing and seeing Lord, nothing of the conditions of the hearts of your indigent servants is hidden from you. O spiritual physician, O heavenly physician, you are the knower of the unseen, and hence nothing of the external and internal worlds is hidden from your all-inclusive knowledge. O physician of love, O physician of the soul and the intellect, O physician of physicians, O the universal and the absolute physician. You know all our diseases without any kind of diagnosis. The eternal physician who is nearer to us than our jugular vein used to tell us repeatedly in the language of the Holy Quran to beware and to follow the teachings of Islam completely and to remember God abundantly. Indeed, the health and security of body, soul, and intellect were also taken into consideration in this perfect guidance. Alas, had we followed this guidance and been righteous, had we not suffered from the diseases of soul. 2. The miracle of the Quran, the miracle of Muhammad, Sa'as. Almighty Allah has granted His beloved messenger Muhammad, Sa'as, may my soul be sacrificed for him, such a magnificent and glorious miracle that its example cannot be found among all the great miracles of the previous prophets. That supreme miracle is the Holy Quran, which is his intellectual as well as permanent miracle. It is the heavenly guidebook for the people as well as the treasure of knowledge and wisdom. It is the divine medicine as well as the heavenly hospital. In short, the noble Quran has unbounded and limitless grace and blessings, which can never be duly described and praised by a humble person like me. 3 levels of the human soul. There are 3 major levels of ethical and spiritual progress of the human soul, i.e. nafsi amara, nafsi lawama, and nafsi mutma'inna. These respective names of the human soul indicate the concept of its progress. The nafs-i amara is mentioned in verse 1253 as, I do not exculpate my soul. Verily, the human soul commands to do evil, save that on whom my Lord has mercy. This is the nafs-i amara, which is very refractory. However, when a great mujahid of the major jihad subdues it and makes it obedient, it abandons its bad habits and transforms into nafsi lawama, as mentioned in verses 75 1-2. Nay, I swear by the day of resurrection, nay, I swear by the censoring soul. 4. Here the illusion of wisdom is that the censoring soul by constant progress enters the destination of the first annihilation, destination of C, Israel, in which the spiritual death which causes resurrection is experienced in this life. Regarding the magnanimity and sanctity of the nafsi lawama, or censoring soul, it suffices to say that God has sworn by it together with the resurrection. After the censoring soul is mentioned the nafs-i mudma'inna, or the satisfied soul, which is related to all levels of the personal resurrection. The satisfied soul means the soul which has attained the satisfaction from higher realities and recognition. By this soul is meant every perfect Arif, who, after experiencing the luminous and bright observations of the eye of certainty, Ainul Yaqin, has also observed the extremely great and sublime secrets with his inner eye, without which the purpose of universal or total satisfaction remains incomplete, as mentioned in verses 89:27-30. O satisfied soul, return to your Lord well-pleased and well-pleasing. Enter among my chosen servants, sacred sanctuary, and enter my universal paradise 5. The medical aspect in Islamic worship. In Islam, which is the religion of nature, there is no worship which does not have an aspect of spiritual medicine. It is well known to everyone that the supreme purpose of every worship is the pleasure of God, and in order to attain which it is necessary to follow the excellent example of the Holy Prophet, in which there is necessarily the perfect health of intellect, soul, heart, and mind. Contrary to this, if there is illness within oneself, then this amounts to unconsciousness, or semi-consciousness, in which the correct worship is not possible. Therefore, there is paramount importance of the sound heart, Qalbi Salam, in the wise Quran, 26:89, 37:84. In other words, we can also say that every Islamic worship is a worship as well as a spiritual treatment. For instance, fasting on the one hand is a worship of Almighty Allah, and on the other a treatment. Similarly, prayer, Allah, and other kinds of worship too are a treatment. 6. Wisdom is a heavenly medicine. It is a great intellectual disease if there is ignorance among the individuals and nations of the world. The most efficacious medicine for this disease is sent by God, the physician of the physicians, from the heaven, and which is called wisdom, Hikmat, and which is in the Quran, as described in verse 2:269. He grants wisdom to whomever he wills, and he who is granted wisdom has been granted abundant good. It is not surprising if by the abundant good is meant the universal good, because in the sacred sanctuary there is a unity and an integrity of yaqa'ika and recognitions, which cannot be divided. Thus, wisdom is the universal good, and the universal good is wisdom. Since the body is under the soul, and the soul under the intellect, therefore wisdom, which is the heavenly medicine for the intellectual diseases, can also affect the soul and the body. 7. A humble attempt to describe wisdom. 1. Wisdom is the illumination of the absolute physician. 2. Wisdom is that treasure of the secrets of God which he has granted to his beloved messenger, Muhammad. 3. Wisdom is a chain of the fruits of the Quranic paradise. 4. Wisdom is the fountainhead of the water of life. 5. Wisdom is the traveling in the heaven of the intellect and the soul. 6. Wisdom is the outcome of spirituality and luminosity of the personal world. 7. Wisdom is the name of the essence of knowledge. 8. Wisdom is spiritual science and the foundation of secular science. 9. Wisdom is that precious thing which used to be the possession of the mu'mins, but is now lost. 10. The original form of wisdom is the recognition of the secrets of Azal. 11. Wisdom is the spiritual medicine and the heavenly treatment. 12. Wisdom is the essence of the essences. 13. Wisdom is a divine gift. 14. Wisdom is an universal treatment and eternal healing. 15. Wisdom is a present of paradise. 16. Wisdom is the fruit of the intellect and the soul. 17. Wisdom is the capital of the intellectual ones. 18. In wisdom there are the great secrets of fana fi'illah, annihilation in God, and baqa bi'illah, survival in God. 19. Wisdom is the folded universe of knowledge. 20. Wisdom is the abundant good, universal good. Thus, together with other good things there are, in wisdom, superb medicines for inner diseases. May Almighty God grant universal healing to the physical and spiritual patients. Men. 8. 3 books in 1 book. The present collection is given the pleasant name, Book of Healing, Kitabul Ilaj. It is not a new book, it is a collection or set of 3 successful and well-known books, Quranic healing, healing through knowledge and spiritual healing, which are related to inner healing and have already been separately published. The method of treatment of these books is in the light of knowledge and wisdom, or spiritual science, which method, it is true, is both new as well as extremely useful for the acquisition of knowledge. Therefore, it is felt necessary to reprint them in the present form. 9. Golden words for the future. There is an endless chain of marvels and wonders in the wise Quran. Therefore, I am trying to serve its wisdom individually and together with friends without being disappointed by my lack of knowledge. I feel tremendous happiness from every wisdom of the Holy Quran. The wonderful and lovely Quranic name, Dur-i-Maknen, gives me great happiness. The word Dur is taken from the verse of the lamp, 24:35, and Maknen is mentioned in 4 places of the glorious Quran, 37:49, 52:24, 56:23, 56:78. Dur-i-Maknen means the hidden pearl. God willing, in this lovely name many blessings are hidden. The greatest one of them is that Life Governor Dur-i-Maknen, the daughter of Zahir, who is now a suckling baby, will grow and see her lovely name in the noble Quran, and by the command of God will attach herself to it. Dur-i-Maknen has many good signs. 10. Record Officer, Life Governor, Zahir Lalani and his Begum. Record Officer, Life Governor Ishrat Rumi, who is also a medical patron, and their beloved daughter, Life Governor Dur-i-Maknen, are among the angels of my personal world. The reason for this is the abundance of service and intensity of love. How blessed is the love which is for the sake of Allah! The fruit-bearing trees, lush and verdant plants, and fragrant flowers, and smiling buds of my garden of Britain are progressing in such an enviable way that may they be protected from the evil eye of the time.